Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you introduce yourself? You can speak
Yes,
out
sir.
your academics and presently what you are doing.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm Sai Sumanth and I'm from Hyderabad. I have done all my primary and graduation also from Hyderabad. I have completed my
Yes.
BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering and I
Yes.
passed out in 2021. And post that, I have been preparing for UPSC and I gave 3 attempts, sir. And from 2025, I have been full-time preparing for RBI, sir.
Yes, Mr. Sumanth, you have got an engineering background,
Yes, sir.
but you are trying hard for RBI job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are the functions? Have you got an idea what the RBI does? What are the
Yes,
functions
sir.
of RBI, macro level functions?
So the functions of the Reserve Bank, firstly, issue and the management of currency, and the secondary, the design of the monetary policy, being the monetary authority of the country, and the third, it maintains the forex reserves, and it also acts as the banker to the government and also as a banker to the banks, and apart from these. It is also the regulator and the supervision. It also does the regulation and the supervision of the banking system. And should I continue, sir, or like further
No,
functions?
it's okay. It's okay. You have given a brief idea of the macro level
Yes, sir.
functions. But how you will relate your academics to the RBI functions? Any of the RBI functions, not or how you can relate it?
Yes, sir. Sir, I do believe that regarding the primary functions, which are the which are the currency issue and the monetary policy design, my engineering background will definitely help me in having an analytical level thinking and also in data-driven decision making, which is actually the like which is required for the functions of currency issue and the monetary policy. And also being from a technological background, I guess fintech, I will have a better intuition to grasp the concepts of fintech, sir.
You will be in a position, use your technology in the workplace, whatever may be the department. That's what you are conveying. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
Now coming to you started with the note issue or the note circulation or whatever that.
Yes, sir.
So now Reserve Bank of India has got offices at limited places at the state capitals. Okay. But then how to a remote village, how to a remote taluka, RBI is in a position, how that the currency requirements of a remote place is met. What is the arrangement that RBI has put in place so that it is in a position to meet the requirements of currency at the remotest part of the country, even though RBI is not having an office there, or RBI office is hundreds of kilometers away from that place. How it is done?
Yes, sir. So once the currency notes are printed from the mints, they are transferred to the currency chests, which are located at various places. And from the currency chest, they are further distributed to the banks, which are given to some banks, which are given the responsibility of distributing the currency notes. And via the ATM network and also the bank's network, the currency reaches the last mile. So,
you talked about the currency chest. That's good.
yes, sir.
We have currency chest arrangements with the banks, with the other banks who are our agent banks. So this currency chest arrangement, what is that arrangement? RBI, who is the owner of those currency chests? The stock in the currency chest, who is the owner of the stock? Whether the bank to whom the remittance has been sent, they are the owner of the stock, or RBI is the owner of the stock, or who is the owner? Or if they are not the owner of the stock, then what they are? What is their role in that?
Sorry, sir, I'm not sure about that.
It belongs to RBI only. They have been given.
Okay, sir.
They have been entrusted with managing it only. So if they withdraw that money from that, they have to pay. And if they deposit, they will get the credit. That is the arrangement. That is currency chest arrangement. These are receptacles belonging to the Reserve Bank of India. They have been only entrusted to manage it. Expenses, the management expenses are theirs. Okay.
Yes,
now
sir.
coming to the monetary policy requirements, monetary policy management. Okay. So that's one of the principal area of functions of any central bank, not only RBI, any central
Yes,
bank
sir.
of the
Yes,
world over. So how RBI does it and how effectively it is done? What is the mechanism? What are the instruments and what are the instruments and what are the institutional mechanism? What are the instruments and what is the institutional mechanism?
So for like the primary aim of the monetary policy is to maintain the price stability while keeping the objective of growth in mind. And the instruments, they are actually divided into direct and indirect. Direct instruments being
Yes.
the statutory reserve ratios, which is the CRR and the SLR,
Yes.
and the indirect instruments are the instruments of the liquidity adjustment facility, which are the
Repo is a direct one or indirect one? When Reserve Bank is
repo is an
changing the
indirect
repo.
instrument, sir.
What is the repo and reverse repo? What are they?
Pardon, sir.
Don't like it.
Yes,
Pardon.
repo and reverse repo. Yes, sir.
Repo and reverse repo. Repo is the way RBI
The internet
injects
connection was
liquidity
a
to
bit
the
unstable,
market.
sir. Now it's fine.
Repo is the
Yes, sir. And reverse repo.
Reserve Bank of India injects liquidity into the system, and reverse repo is the reverse of it. Repo is the lending of Reserve Bank of India to the banks, and reverse repo is the banks place their excess cash with RBI, and they enjoy some benefits for that.
With RBI, sir. Yes, sir.
So now
Yes,
what is the repo rate now? What is the repo rate now? What is the present repo rate?
so currently it is 5.25%, sir.
Now, when there are three terms which are used for repo for describing the stance of Reserve Bank of India. Stance means the position of Reserve Bank of India as to the monetary policy. That is, whether they want an expansion, whether they want a contraction, or they want leave it like that. What are those three terms?
Yes. So the three terms are accommodative stance, neutral stance, and withdrawal of accommodative stance.
Accommodative.
And the accommodative stance is taken when the Reserve Bank, like in the near future, wants to either maintain the same repo rate or it wants to reduce the repo rate. And the neutral stance is taken when it is unsure about whether the repo rate.
There are some other words also are there. There is a hawkish approach. Hawkish means tightening it.
Yes, sir. Hawkish and
anyway,
a dovish approach.
Dovish approach. And presently, what is the approach now? In the last one, what is the approach that governor has described this as? What is the approach of RBI in the last?
It has been a neutral stance has been maintained, sir.
Neutral, right? Is a neutral stance. Yes. Now, what are the objectives of the monetary policy? It's just like that. Why, when the RBI decides to maintain neutral stand or liberal or accommodative stance or a hawkish stance, what is the main policy objective? What is the objective of the very policy?
The main policy objective is to
achieve through
maintain inflation at around 4%.
What the intelligence first? Through this, what RBI intends to be achieved?
It intends to at -2%.
Pardon?
The RBI intends to keep the inflation rate at 4% with a cushion of ±2%.
So the entire thing is done to see whether our inflation targets what way we are at the inflation target and how our growth is. What is the growth rates? So the balance they try to have a balanced approach. If the inflation is high, then naturally they would like to tighten the market. They will raise the rates.
Yes.
Now coming to the other functions of RBI. Now foreign exchange management is also a function of RBI presently. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any idea? Can you describe this function, how it is achieved, how it is done?
Sir, yes, sir. Due to the trade and the capital inflows and outflows, so there will be a volatility in the dollars which are present in the market, and this will impact the rupee being appreciating or depreciating. So, in like at times when there is excess volatility, the Reserve Bank will intervene and to uh, stop the rupee from excess volatility, sir.
That is exchange rate. That is about
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
That is about the exchange rate. But I'm talking about the overall foreign exchange management. How? What is the framework? What is the framework? What is the legal backing for that? RBI does it under what backing? Legal backing. What is the legal backing to that? FEMA, that's FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act.
Sorry, sir. I'm not aware of
That
the legal
only
backing for that.
that's
FEMA.
the
Yes, sir.
that's the
Yes,
basis of that. Okay, that's the basis of that. And RBI acts as an agent of the government of India.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes.
it brings out rules and regulations which are okayed by the government. Without government okay, RBI will never bring out any rule. Okay, because RBI's role is that of an agent of the government. Now in the foreign exchange management area,
Yes, sir.
there is an external commercial borrowing. Have you heard this word, external commercial borrowing? It means borrowing from the
Yes, sir.
foreign banks.
Yes, sir.
What are the broad two types of external commercial borrowing? As regards the RBI approval is concerned, for what RBI approval is necessary, for which RBI approval is not necessary? Any idea? Any idea? They called some so and so routes. ROUT routes. Automatic route and
Sir, one is voluntary retention route.
No, automatic. What is automatic? Automatic, that means you don't need an approval. There are certain specific conditions you don't need an approval. And there are certain and other things you have to get a specific approval for Reserve Bank. Okay.
Yes.
So here again on the foreign exchange management matter, now we'll come to FDI, foreign direct investments. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In foreign direct investments, there are different limits, sectoral limits are there. That in so and so sector we will allow this much a percentage. So who decides that sectoral allocations? Whether the Reserve Bank decides it or where it is how the decision is taken. That how much percentage we don't allow in all the sectors. Nah? Suppose real estate we don't allow.
Yes, sir.
So in certain sectors we allow. Certain sectors we allow 26%. Certain sectors we allow 51%. Certain we allow 76% or whatever. How these percentages are, who decides these percentages and notifies it? Is the government of India, the apex body, the apex body of the government of India. Yes. Government of India does that. Okay.
Yes.
Now some other functions of RBI we'll talk about. Now let us talk about the payment and settlement system. Okay.
Yes.
What is the meaning of payment and settlement system? How is it different from the currency management? That's also a kind of, through currency also payments are made now. Payment and settlement.
Yes, sir. But payment and settlement system. Yes.
Yes.
The payment and settlement system is primarily related to like an RTGS or
connectivity is a problem.
Sorry.
Payment and settlement system is also. चलेगा हाँ बताइए. Tell me. Carry on.
Sir, yes, payment and settlement systems is related where wherein a payment medium is used to settle the payments, like RTGS or NEFT is used.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, check is also a payment instrument. Okay. And UPI is also a payment instrument. There are other payment instruments also. So this UPI, we'll talk about UPI.
Yes.
Now the UPI, what are the advantages of UPI? Now UPI has become very very widespread, very intensive.
Yes, sir. The advantages of UPI are that instant merchant to we can pay directly from the bank without the need of any wallet, and it is also secure, and it is also instant payment is done, uh, and there is also through the QR codes and all, there is also widespread merchant acceptance now.
Use of currencies get reduced. Use of notes, use of physical currency
Yes, sir.
is reduced. And it is very easy to handle. So it's a medium of payment medium. And it is free also. Presently, it is free. You don't have to pay for that. Whether you are doing for 2 rupees or 20,000 rupees, you don't have to pay any fees for that. And you don't have to carry the cash, the security issues are there. But then, apart from the security issues, there are certain issues on the payment in the UPI system also. There's a risk. The risk of digital
cyber
frauds.
risk is there, sir. Yes, sir.
Cyber risk is there. So when we are talking about cyber risk and all that, now there is a question of financial literacy. So on financial literacy, RBI has any role to play, or it is not? It is or it has nothing to do with it. Or we are doing anything on this area.
Yes, sir.
Financial literacy.
It is one of the developmental functions of the Reserve Bank, and RBI takes many steps regarding financial literacy, like organizing FLCs and also CLFs, and also through advertisements wherein it will create awareness for the consumers regarding the frauds and the different cyber risks.
So financial literacy, do you feel that financial literacy, those who are educated and literates and they have got educational qualifications, for them, financial literacy is adequate? There is no need of further reaching out to them?
No, sir. I do believe that financial literacy is required for everyone, irrespective of their educational qualifications, because of the changing nature of the payment systems as well as the evolving technology. So there is need for financial literacy for everyone.
There is one more area also where RBI has been very active since 2000, since the time of our Governor Y. Reddy. That is called financial inclusion.
Yes, sir.
So what exactly is the financial inclusion means, and how that is achieved, and what is the extent it has been achieved?
Sir, financial inclusion means the access to a basket of financial services, including banking, at an affordable cost to the underserved populations.
Right.
And
to create this outreach.
Yes, sir.
People should be included in this area, not excluded. So we have to reach out to the rural people. We have to reach out to the slums. We have to reach out to the downtrodden, so that they get the benefit of this.
Yes, sir.
What is you might be knowing that there is a word called basic savings bank account. What is the meaning of the basic savings account?
Basic savings account, sir?
Yeah, savings account.
I'm not sure about the basic savings account, sir.
No, they are the minimum balance stipulations, etc. Very liberal, but then there are other stipulations that you cannot have balance more than a particular amount, and this is particularly necessary for achieving financial inclusion. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll look into it, sir.
Okay, I will pass on to my friend there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hello.
Sir, your mic is on mute, sir.
No, not my mic is not mute.
Yes, sir. Raghunath, sir.
Raghunath, sir. I want to pass on to Raghunath, sir. He is there.
Hello.
So let us carry on. He's there, Raghunath.
Yes, sir. Now it's audible, sir. Raghunath's voice is now audible.
Yeah. Sumanth, I would like to know.
Carry on. Please carry on.
You mentioned functions of RBI as
Yes, sir.
banker to government.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what does RBI do for government? Like as the banker of the government, what is RBI doing for it?
Sir, as a banker to the government, RBI primarily does the public debt management, sir, and apart from it also like enables smoother transactions for the government.
Anything else?
Sir, as a part of public debt management, there are like it raises loans and pays interest on the behalf of the government, and also gives the ways and means advances to the governments.
Correct, correct. It also maintains the accounts of the government,
Accounts of the government, yes, sir.
central and the state governments.
Yes,
Okay. As banker to bank, you
yes,
mentioned.
sir.
So what does
Yes,
RBI
sir.
do?
Sir, as a banker to the bank, firstly, it acts as the lender of last resort. And apart from that, it also like enables a smoother interbank transactions, and also uh, maintains various accounts and the deposits of the banks.
Okay. Are you aware of the digital payment index?
Yes, sir.
So what is it? What does it indicate?
Sir, it indicates the penetration of the digital payment in the economy.
Means what? Can you
Like it
please-
indicate, yes, sir. The digital payment index, through its various parameters like the payment enablers, payment performance, and the supply side payment infrastructure and the demand side payment infrastructure. It measures how much adoption is getting for the digital payments in the economies.
You know how much, what is the digital payment index currently?
Sir, according to the latest digital payment index for September 2025, it is 516.
Okay. And see, there are different regulated entities like banks and non-banking financial companies, correct?
Yes, sir.
Different types
Yes.
of NBFCs and all. When
Yes,
you
sir.
are having banks, why do you need the NBFCs? They also do the same function. They also lend money, take deposits.
Yes, sir. But sir, not every NBFC is meant to lend and take deposits. NBFCs are mainly required for niche domains and for more targeted approach where banks are more strictly regulated, and NBFCs can encourage innovation in such sectors.
Okay. What is the difference between a bank and an NBFC?
So primarily, bank is registered like a bank has a banking license, and an NBFC is registered under the Companies Act, and it does not have a full banking license.
Banks also are registered as companies.
Sorry, sir. This I was not sure about.
This you have to find out. There is a FAQ section in the RBI website.
Okay, sir.
There are simple question answers on different functions of RBI, which you have
Yes,
to,
sir.
after this session is over, no, which you have to go through.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. Now what is the current dollar rupee exchange rate?
It is around 90 rupees, sir.
Who decides that it should be 90 rupees? Why not it be 100 rupees, or why not it be 70 rupees? Who is deciding it?
Sir, the market forces will determine it, sir, because we follow a policy of managed float.
Okay. What is there is no role for RBI in maintaining the exchange rate?
Sir, the RBI will only intervene if there is excess volatility.
What does it mean? Excess volatility?
Excess volatility means, sir, that if the rupee is falling or gaining strength very sharply, only then the RBI will intervene. But except that, it will allow the rupee to behave freely.
Okay. Are you aware of what is priority sector?
Yes, sir.
So what are the activities included in the priority sector? Does RBI has any role to play?
Yes, sir. RBI is the one which sets the various limits for the priority sector lending.
So what are the sectors included? Like in priority sector means what does it exactly mean? Which sectors are included there? Do you have any idea?
Yes, sir. The included sectors are agriculture, renewable energy, and the social infrastructure, and the weaker sections. These are some of the things I can remember right now, sir.
And okay, continuing on the monetary policy,
Yes, sir.
what is inflation targeting?
Inflation targeting, which is the current objective of the monetary policy, sir. That is to maintain price stability. With inflation, like the CPI index is taken. The target is to maintain inflation at 4% with a cushion of plus or minus 2%.
So how has RBI fared in this responsibility? Has it been successful or not so successful?
Yes, sir. I would believe that it has been fairly successful because apart from very rare instances, 1 or 2 times, the inflation has been maintained in the 2 to 6%, 2 to 6% bracket.
Okay. Do you have any idea of a balance sheet of a company and balance sheet of a bank? Just broad idea.
Yes, sir.
So what are the assets of a company?
The assets of a company are. So, can I take a moment to just think, sir? Yes, sir. So the assets of a company are basically the inventory it has and the advances if it has given to any company, like as a part of the business. These are the things I can say, sir, as of now.
Liabilities?
Liabilities of a company, sir.
Yes.
Liability. Sorry, sir, I am not able to recall it.
Can you tell me what are the items of a balance sheet of a bank? Like same way, what are assets, what are liabilities of a bank?
Sir, the major assets of the balance sheet of a bank are the loans it has given, the advances it has given, and the liabilities are the deposit it takes, sir.
Okay, the loans given by a bank to a company
Yes, sir.
will be the company's assets or liabilities.
It will be the company's liability, sir, and the asset for a bank.
Yeah,
borrowing is a liability.
Yes, sir.
And can you think of some asset or liability in the balance sheet of Reserve Bank?
Yes, sir. The asset side of the Reserve Bank includes the gold and the various foreign and the domestic government securities it holds. And the liability side includes various reserves and the revaluation of the currencies and the gold accounts and also the currency notes issue.
Currency notes issued by Reserve Bank, are it's a liability or an asset?
It is a liability, sir.
No, you mentioned earlier as part of assets or liabilities.
It is a part of liability, sir.
Okay. Okay. Do you know that the need for central bank digital currency? Is there any need? Because we have got so many payment systems, online digital payment systems. Why do we
Yes,
need
sir.
e-rupee?
Sir, e-rupee is primarily required due to two major factors, sir. One is it has a sovereign backing, and it is not a payment system unlike UPI, but it is the currency itself in a digital format. And also the anonymity is another important factor for CBDC.
Okay, what is the difference between a cryptocurrency and a CBDC?
Sir, cryptocurrency is a private owned entity which is very volatile since it is not backed by any asset and also it is not sovereign issued. But a CBDC, on the other hand, it's a sovereign issued and it is the currency itself. So it is not very volatile and it maintains the property of singleness. It maintains the property of singleness of currency.
Okay. So suppose you are a customer of a bank.
Yes, sir.
You have got some customer service deficiencies. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what do? You are not satisfied with the service given by the bank.
Yes, sir.
They charge you more. So what do?
Sir, I will complain with the bank itself, like the managerial person of the bank itself. And if they are not responding within 30 days in a satisfactory manner, I can approach the RBI's integrated. I can approach the RBI's integrated ombudsman, sir.
So you are aware of the integrated ombudsman scheme details?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Like only the details, or like
what is the scheme about?
Yes, sir. The integrated ombudsman is the expeditious and cost-efficient grievance redressal mechanism of the Reserve Bank, sir. The limits have been increased from 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs for award, and the Reserve Bank can also instruct a bank to pay for mental anguish and harassment for up to 3 lakh rupees, sir.
Okay. Okay. You know there is a concept called convertibility of a currency.
Yes, sir.
So can you please tell me? In the Indian context.
Sir, I'm not very sure about it, but convertibility refers to freely changing the currency, like exchanging it with another currency.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you would like to add there?
Sir, Indian currency currently is not fully convertible on the capital account.
Fine. So what is the meaning of capital account?
Capital account means sorry, sir, I'm not able to put it in like words.
Capital account and current account are the two forms of the currency. Capital account,
Yes.
Any transaction which alters the assets or liabilities.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like a loan, like a deposit.
Yes.
Or like
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
sir.
In the Indian context, rupee is fully convertible on current account.
Current account, yes, sir.
It is only partially convertible on capital account.
Capital account, yes, sir.
Okay. So, given a chance, which will be the most important, fascinating function of Reserve Bank of India, which you would like to perform as an officer of bank?
Sir, I would like to be involved with the currency issue and management, sir.
Why?
Sir, I feel that has one of the most everyday impact and is also very intriguing from an outsider point of view. And for me, it has been a fascinating aspect, sir, like how the Reserve Bank maintains the currency and it distributes for a country with the scale of India.
Okay, so do you, as a customer, as a citizen, are you satisfied with the currency management function being discharged by the Reserve Bank?
Yes, sir.
You have no complaints?
I don't think I have any complaints, sir, because of the clean note policy. Even the soil notes are being replaced at a quick rate, so I don't have any complaints, sir.
Okay. Are you aware of the word special drawing rights?
Yes, sir.
What is it about?
Sir, special drawing rights is an IMF initiative. Like it is not a currency itself, but its value is linked to a basket of currency. And like each country has a quota which is given to them, which is allocated to them.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay. Thank you. You need a little
Thank you,
more
sir.
preparations. You go through the RBI website,
Yes,
particularly
sir,
about
sure.
the basic functions of about the basic functions of Reserve Bank of India. You
Yes,
acquaint yourself with those
Yes,
things. And whatever reply you are giving, reply with confidence. Okay. At many places,
sir.
you are on the right track. It may not be 100% correct, but majorly correct. So
Yes, sir.
be confident and bold. But if
Yes,
you
sir.
don't know, it's okay. You can surrender. Go
Yes,
through
sir.
the Reserve Bank of India website.
Yes,
And
sir.
as my friend suggested, you go through the FAQ. FAQ is the frequently asked questions.
Yes, sir.
There are the general things, without going into the nitty-gritty of it, because the detailed things are not important and they will not ask you also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But particularly the functions, every department, the functions are narrated not more than 10 lines. So those
Yes.
10 lines will give you will give you a full understanding. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.